Hey everybody, I'm up. It's about 3:49 in the morning. Decided I'd do a little video. Everybody else is asleep. So yesterday, I had posted a video, and let's see. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. But first thing I wanted to do is give a couple shout outs to some people. I was talking to Mike CB's Gaming Headquarter HQ. Really nice person there. He was talking to me when I was having some problems with the my internet over here. I really appreciate that. Really do. And let's see. Come on, stupid phone. Then the Retro Man Randy Savage. Let's make sure I'm saying this right. Got all these on my phone here. The Retro Man Randy Savage. He was talking to me in some comments on the video I did yesterday. And Mr. Hostile. Thank you guys for checking out my video and leaving some comments. So before we start looking at this game here, the game that we were mostly talking about, is this Ikari Warrior. I was watching Retro Arcade Music Man. I was watching his video yesterday. He did a live show. I was watching that, and he was talking about the game that he was playing. He said there was some Chinese writing in the background, and he asked if anybody could read it. It reminded me of something. I was at a Chinese restaurant that I used to frequent all the time, and this guy came in, and I was sitting inside. This guy came in, and he asked one of the ladies in there if they had anybody in there that could read Chinese. And she's like, yes, we have somebody that can. So they went in the back and they brought this guy out. He was a cook, and the guy asked him, he said, can you read Chinese? And the guy said yes. And he says, well, I have this motor outside. It's an old motor, or engine, I guess you could say. He said it came off of a scooter or something, and he's like, I wanted to know what the writing on it says so that I can try to find some parts for this thing. So the guy's like, okay, I'll look at it. So anyway, I went outside and I was looking too, and the guy had this engine off of, I guess it was like an old World War II era moped. And he was looking at it, and the guy's like, see, it's got this writing on there. And he's like, I want to know what it says so I can see if I can find some parts and some information on this thing. And the guy asked him, he says, so what does it say? And the guy said, well, I can't read that. He said, why not? I thought you said you could read Chinese. He said, I can read Chinese. He said, this is Japanese. And it was like the funniest thing. It just reminded me of that a little bit. So anyway, let's go. We're going to go over here and we're going to look at this. Now, the first time that I remember seeing this Ikari Warrior was in a arcade, the stand-up cabinet version. Now, when I looked at it, it looked like this, and I'll show you what this looks like here. If you look at the picture there on the right hand side, this is just off of Google Images. But that picture there on the right is what I remember the arcade cabinet looking like. And that was back in the 80s. And that's the first time I remember seeing it. Now, then later, once the Nintendo and stuff like that came out, I remember having it at home. But I don't think that we actually owned it. I think we probably got it from the library, or we borrowed it from somebody and played it for, I don't know, probably a week or something, and then we didn't have it anymore. But I do remember this, and that's one of the reasons why I have it in here in the arcade. So we're going to play this game and look at it. I thought that seems like there's kind of a feature on this game where the guys can turn like 360 degrees in either direction. So I kind of thought that maybe the arcade version had a 360 degree wheel joystick combo. Maybe one of you guys know. I can't remember, but it seems like this game you can turn 360 degrees in little increments, which makes it a little difficult on what I have to play it, because you can't really turn like that. Anyway, let's take a look at this game here. That's not it. There we go. So let's get going here. Play this game a little longer. Now, when I was playing this game yesterday, I actually pause that for a minute, bring my microphone over here just a tiny bit closer to me. I have my microphone set up on a boom stand, but the microphone that I'm using is actually big, so if I don't put a bag of sand on one of the legs, it wants to tip over. So okay, let's get back to this game here. I actually ran out of bullets. I don't think I've ever really encountered that problem before. It's like, this is what I was talking about. It seems like there's a feature on here to turn these guys now. I think Mr. Postile said that there was, see, there it is again. I just ran out of bullets. He said there was 3 of these things. Now, I have 1 and 2 for sure, but I'm one of those guys that I like the original stuff. Most of the time I don't really like the remakes on some stuff. I'm not going to say that's true in every single case, but generally. So, I don't know. Like I said, most of the video games that I like are the older stuff. And usually when I was a kid, we would get some of the stuff from, like, for Christmas or birthdays or something like that. So it's not like we had had lots of options. And my brother was always way better than these games, and he knew what they were and knew what the new stuff was, and I didn't. I don't know what I was doing that I... Game over. Oh, I didn't get very far. I think somewhere there's a resume feature on this thing. Or continue or something. Let's see if I can... See if I can get a little further than I did. I think I did figure out how to get out of these stupid things. You gotta press both buttons at the same time. Ah. I thought if I hurried here, I could probably... Really? Said I really need that gasoline, but well, it doesn't look like there is any. I don't know how many levels there are to this game. We'll give it another try here. Come on now. Nope. It doesn't really appear that those guys are actively trying to kill you as much as I guess they could be. See if I can use this tank to get further. I know that playing this game in a cooperative mode is a lot easier than playing it by yourself. That is for sure. let me get out. So, I guess that's as far as I get. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it. Looked at some other games yesterday. Maybe we'll revisit this or one of the second ones later on. But for right now, thanks to everybody who watched the video yesterday and left comments. Mr. Postile and Retro Man Randy Savage. I appreciate that. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.